Okay, how's the lag? Let me know, chat. And if this works, if you're coming in here, like, wow, what a way to start the stream. That's because we were having issues before. So, if you're hearing this, it means it worked. How's the lag, guys? I think I figured something out. I think I figured something out. And I actually did not know this. But I try to have it in ultra low latency for chat, but apparently that does not support 4K. And I just figured that out. So far, are we lagging? Are we sounding good? Are we doing this? Are we really doing this? And also, is it available in 4K? Maybe it'll just be available on the replay. Like, I've done a little research on this. Obviously, I don't have it all figured out yet, but... Alright, hang on. Alright, let's delete this. Delete that. Boom. How we doing? No lag, quality is good? Okay, that's great. Cool. Can we go back to the green screen setup? No. It's not lagging, but I don't know, like, how it's not perfectly smooth. Right. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out. It could be a downscaling issue. I don't know. We'll tweak it a little bit. But this, I think it's obviously better than what it was before, right? And also, when I have the mic here, it'll look a little more naturally. Like, with me, like, right here, and then, like, talking to you guys like that, like, that'll be a little bit more natural. Right now, it's like, I have the mic over here. It's kind of stupid. But we'll figure it out. Oh, no, error. God damn it. You need to change the video resolution. Okay, now it's probably going to lag again. So it's okay. This is a little weird though, because now it's saying the expected video resolution is 2560. So that's the 1440 that it's going. I don't know. I mean, hey, if we're good enough today, we're just gonna go. Like, does this work? Or are we lagging? Because it says stream status poor. Still no lag? I mean, so maybe it's just a little laggy, but not like it was before. The audio is slightly not synced. Okay. Since they are teasing Mr. Negative, do you think they should keep teasing him or use him as a big bad for Spider-Man 6? Hey, that's kind of cool, man. That's kind of a cool question. I'm not really sure. I mean, we're going to get into all the Spider-Man stuff. Obviously, it's Spider-Man Day, guys. I don't know if y'all know this, but it is Spider-Man Day, which is pretty cool. The Spider-Man movie, the next one with Tom Holland, Brand New Day, is filming today, which is pretty cool. We got a little tease, a first look at the suit. We got some looks at a vehicle that Punisher's apparently going to be using. This big action sequence, so we're going to talk about that. We also have some Spider-Man spoilers for the Magic the Gathering set. And I'm hyped up on that shit, man. I'm excited. We're going to get some boxes, man. I want to crack some boxes, open some packs on stream. Maybe play some Commander. Should be cool. Should be cool. So we got that to get into today. We'll talk a little bit about Fantastic Four numbers. Not great, but we'll talk about it. I also just, like, I think it's just so weird what's going on with superhero movies right now, because, like, they're finally delivering the goods, and yet it does feel like mainstream audiences are just a little, you know, whatever. But we'll get into it. I want to talk about Punisher kind of lifting the Marvel brand. Yeah, lots of stuff we'll get into, man. Lots of stuff we're gonna get into here. Don't worry about it. One Piece TCG or die. One Piece is cool. I like that TCG. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. I said, David says, I wanted to say I appreciate how far you are in your coverage of pop culture. Honestly, it's helped me navigate other industries that aren't nerdy using the logic that we apply here. Thank you. No lag. Hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah. I think in a world where, look, fandoms kind of evolved. Internet discourse has evolved fandom. And look, there's a lot of people that do all sorts of stuff when it comes to content, and I totally get it. I think for me, it's a little bit of, I just want to be entertaining. I want to create a good community, but I also want to be accurate, at least as accurate as I can be. That's kind of one of my things, and I think logic's just a derivative of wanting to be, good faith and understand. So I appreciate it, though. Thank you. Domestic is normal. It's the global. Yeah, I mean, the global on all of these films is kind of rough, and that includes Superman. It's weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. This legitimately is... Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Because it's weird for me, right, as a fan, because I'm very satisfied as a fan. Like, Fantastic Four is lit, dude. Superman's really cool. I thought Thunderbolts was great. But it's like also not popping off the way that it was. So clearly something has happened. So it's a weird time for sure. For sure. Oh man, did I not? Oh, dude, you guys, I had a I know you all really wanted to see it. I had a Warhammer figure I was working on last night, a kit bash. And I wanted to show you guys, because I know you're probably really excited about it. It's a really cool one. I'm hopefully gonna paint it a little bit tonight. Should I go find it? Should I go get it? I know you guys probably are like, yeah, let's go. Dirt Wizard says the new setup looks great. If you keep having issues, you may need computer hardware upgrades, but I'm excited to see the new setup. Nerd Avengers for life. Appreciate you. Thank you. I don't actually think it's the tech. I don't think it's the capacity of the computer. I was going over some stuff with Adam last night, and I was talking to ChatGPT. I was like, Adam would send me something, and I'd double check it with ChatGPT. You just never know, But I'm pretty sure I have a pretty good PC still. It's a couple years out of date, but it's still pretty strong. It should be able to run. It should be able to do all this stuff. So, what's your go-to Warhammer game? You mean instead of like the actual tabletop game, like the video game? I really like Chaos Gate, Demon Hunter, but Rogue Trader was great. Space Marine 2 was great. Full suit reveal at 12. Is that serious? Are you for serious right now? Are you for serious? Are you for serious right now? Where's that at? I guess we'll find out. It's about 9 minutes away. Yeah, I hope so. That's cool. Dude, the little tease we've seen so far, oh, so cool. I like it a lot. I think it's good. CC Black says, normies will come back. Just keep up the quality. Look, but here's the thing. I think the quality for sure, but also, like, I would argue if you look at the last three movies, Superman, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four, and I'm not trying to be rude about this. Some of you DC fans are going to lose your fucking minds when I say this, but just shut your mouth when I'm talking to you. These movies are all good, but I think Superman is literally the least good one. Just out of quality. It might be the most entertaining, it might be the most different, it might be the most fresh, but it's not the best. Like, just quality-wise, it's not the most best. The best. But, you know what it is? Possibly the most valuable to the consumer. And I think there's something to be said for, like, Marvel just made 2 bangers. Really crispy. And I would argue, from the perspective of being a Marvel fan, if your taste for these Marvel movies was developed in the Infinity Saga, and so therefore you have certain films from that catalog like in the upper echelon of your rankings, and so you're kind of like comparing all the new stuff to that. In that sense, Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts are a complete and total return to form. They are absolutely fantastic. But here's the thing. To me, it is becoming obvious, and I actually said this before, but it's becoming super obvious that quality alone is not the answer. And by the way, I said that because in the throes of phase 4 and 5, a lot of you guys would say, oh, they just need like better movies or better scripts. And I was like, that's actually not what it is. Like, that's not, I don't think that's gonna fix the problem. The audio feels low. It probably is a bit low. I could try to jack it up a little bit. I don't know. The truth is, the mic is not at an ideal space, so it's probably just not as good as you're used to. I think normies are more selective than ever when it comes to Marvel movies because of the characters, quantity, and quality. Well, yes and no, right? Personal favorite Warhammer game is Darkside. You know what? I never played that one. It looks really cool, though. Look. How do I say this? I just think it's the normies are selecting to watch Marvel more at home or on Disney Plus or down the line. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it's so obviously that. And even Superman, like, again, I think Superman is being hurt by Marvel over the past couple of years. Because I think Superman would do better if Marvel hadn't been, doing what they've been doing. So the question is, like, is this the new normal for comic book films? Like, is the ecosystem okay with a certain amount of box office into a certain amount of digital sales, into a certain amount of exposure via streaming? And does that still translate into success across the board? And it's funny because did you guys see this article where they were saying that Fantastic Four somehow made $170 million like brand deal thing with like all these other brands with probably product placement and shit like that? Did you see that? Mr. JB, appreciate you, man. Thanks for the 5 gifted members. So like that's a headline that just wouldn't exist a couple of years ago. They're trying to, and maybe correctly so, they're trying to show you like this is the new way we count these chickens. I don't know, man. I'm all for understanding what is the new normal, but it's just hard for me when these other films are making the money that they're making, and I remember what it used to be with Marvel, the impact that they used to have. I just think it's fatigue, man. I think it's fatigue. Yeah. But it's an interesting combo, man. There's a lot to discuss about it. In fact, Luis just dropped about 10 minutes ago. First full week at the box office, kind of where Fantastic Four is. So we'll talk about that in a second here. Just showing some love, says Brad. Love the content and the new setup. What a time to be a Nerd Ventures. DC greater than Marvel. Keep up the grind and Nerd Ventures for life. God damn it! Look, DC is having a moment right now. I can't lie. I want to catch up on the Ultimates or the Absolute comics. I'm excited for the Tournament of Power shit they're doing. I thought Superman was great. So yeah, look, whatever. DC fans, jeez. Shalami Leaner, appreciate you with the $20 holla. That is generous, man. Says, I think after Spidey and the next 2 Avengers movies, we will be back to normal since those will definitely make a bill. And if they are good, the fatigue will hopefully fade. Well, I'll say this, okay? Probably all the excuses that Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts and even Cap are getting this year are not going to apply next year. Okay? So there's a lot of conversations being had right now about this. But if you think about it, yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, huge success, really propelled by Reynolds and Jackman. Ultimately, Jackman's tenure, even Reynolds' tenure, but also like bringing them together, such an epic thing. It's sold on spectacle. Reynolds brings back all these other characters, from the other movies, Gambit, etc., etc. It works, pops the fuck up. You look at what Marvel did this year, and they tried a bunch of shit. It's not like Marvel's not trying. Marvel's swinging for the fences at every turn. We just got it confirmed that like the new Avengers title switch, that was Kevin Feige's idea. Like he legitimately thought that was a great idea that was going to give it a pop and like do all this stuff. So in a lot of ways, Marvel is like they're trying every goddamn thing they can, and it literally is just not working. Like, it didn't work for Cap, didn't work for Thunderbolts. The jury's a bit out on Fantastic Four, and I think it will end up higher than both of those other films. But even if this thing operates in the sixes, I don't know. Like, I still think that's kind of like underwhelming. But to your point, Shalami, you've got Spider-Man and you've got Avengers next year. So, you know, no more excuses about like, oh, it's Disney Plus characters. No more excuses about, oh, it's not big actors. Are you kidding me? You know, none of these excuses that they're currently using will apply next year. So ultimately, Spider-Man 4 and then Doomsday, what a fucking massive test. What a litmus test for the entire brand, for the cinematic universe, for the space. It's crazy. Eric says, 10-year-old actually told me he liked Thunderbolts the most, followed by F4 and then Superman. Also, do you use an airbrush for your minis? So I'm actually like, I don't really use an airbrush. I have an airbrush. I have a pretty good one, but I just literally have not opened it and set it up. So I tried to use a shitty airbrush like a couple of years ago when I first got into the hobby, and I fucked it up. And I haven't tried it recently, but I'm hoping to get into that. But yeah, Spider-Man made the world stop for 3-second clip. F4 and Thunderbolts are not A-list. If Avengers or S-Man make less than $1 billion, then ring the alarm. Yeah. I think that's fair, dude. But again, it's like, look, ultimately, I'm okay with everything. I think this break is really important. I think this year-long break is going to be really important. I kind of wish Marvel would have canceled some of the Disney Plus stuff. I'm not really interested in it, and I think it just hurt the brand, right? So, yeah, I think the ship is turning, but it's yet to be determined, like, how much faith and goodwill is left for the brand. How much did they cook this thing? Because, dude, like, here's the thing. We don't know for sure, but when we look at Fantastic Four overall, if this thing, like, for instance, does not get to 600 million, I think you look at this and you're like, there's a serious fucking problem here. Which, by the way, you know what else? I said this, chat, when it happened, and a lot of people gave me shit for it, but I think it's actually, nowadays, like, we pretty much agree that it's real. When they delayed Doomsday, it was after like the second week of Thunderbolts. Guys, I told you, I think they delayed it because they were shocked at the box office of Thunderbolts. And a lot of you guys were like, no way, dude, no fucking way. Like, it's just the movie, this, that, second, and the third. No, I don't think so, man. I think it's partially because of the film. Sure, it's an incredibly ambitious movie. But that long of a delay was like, we cannot believe that this brand damage is real, and we cannot put this brand damage on the Avengers movie. We just paid $80 million for Downey for 2 films. Like, we cannot have this affect the Avengers movie in any way. I don't know. Do you still think I'm crazy, or are you more likely to believe me now? Like, I don't know. Okay, let's see here. See, again, thank you, Mr. JB. Appreciate it. CC Black says, Spider-Man made the world stop. Yeah, we did that. It's not must-see anymore. It's streaming forever. Yeah, I mean, there's something to that, right? There's something to that. Now, Spider-Man looks to be taking this really interesting approach, and we're going to get into all the details, the reveals, the leaks, everything in just a bit here, guys. But it seems like Spider-Man, like right now, they are filming what has been described as one of the greatest action sequences ever attempted in the space. They're filming this thing for a month straight. They closed down 50 plus roads in Glasgow. And this is like a big, big deal. So Destin is kind of known for like his action via Shang-Chi, like it has incredible action. So they have built this sequence to be like absolutely ridiculous. Now, one of the things that's kind of interesting about that is we just were talking, I believe even yesterday, that Superman and Fantastic Four kind of lack some action. You know, and some of you guys are gonna be like, "What do you mean? Superman had a ton of action." Not really. Not for what you would expect. It has great action, but you should have more, right? So it seems like Spider-Man, and maybe they're gonna do this with Supergirl. Maybe they're gonna do this with I don't know, Clayface or whatever. But it does seem like Marvel is addressing this, and they want to create something that you really want to see in the theaters, right? Like, Galactus is dope. I love the Fantastic Four, and I think it's going to be it's visually stunning, but it's not like an experience in the same way that Top Gun Maverick was, perhaps even the experience that Superman was. Like, dude, seeing Superman fly and fight in the theater was crazy. There's perhaps more of an inherent draw to that, right? So with this sequence for Spider-Man 4, it could be the case that Marvel's going to be like, yo, you are going to need to go to the theater to see this shit. And maybe that'll work. We'll see. Dirt Wizard with a $20 holla. Appreciate you, man. Says, here's some cash to add to the family coffee and snack fund. Hope you and the family are doing well. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. That's very generous. Yeah, we're doing well over here, man. Everybody's developing well. Athena is a wild lady, and she's standing up on everything, trying to walk super early. Liam's got a 3-year birthday coming up, man. Things are good over here, you know, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see here. Ohio King says, thoughts on criticism that Thunderbolts Fantastic Four were too serious. I think there's some truth in that. Yeah, I think there's some truth in that. Now, this comes back to that question of value versus quality. Okay? These two movies, Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, I think are undeniable in their quality. Like, they're shot well, the story's well, the performances are great, like, they're crispy. They're far more recognizably quality than a lot of other Marvel movies. Definitely more than Brave New World, you know, the Marvels, a lot of these other films. But the difference is, I don't know that they're considered valuable to the consumer. I don't think people really care like that. And I also think it's a bit of an oxymoron to be like, oh, the Marvel brand, we're going to do like Scorsese level shit. It's like, well, I don't know, man. I just don't know that that's really ever been the draw. Now, it's weird because I definitely appreciate it, right? So I'm speaking a little bit as a pundit as opposed to a fan, because as a fan, I appreciate the fuck out of it. Fantastic Four is like top 5 for me. That movie is fucking incredible. But it just might be the case that Marvel needs to stop thinking about the sensibilities of fans like me as much, and they need to go after younger, you know, more, I don't know, like just more involved in trends and social media, I guess. Like Superman had that. Like Superman had memeability, you know, there was internet shit. It had like, you sort of caught fire. Fantastic Four does not. It's a very serious movie, like dreadfully serious in some ways, which I appreciated. But it could absolutely be the case that that's not the way. You know? Do you know the way? Kevin Feige, do you know the way? RSX3, appreciate you, brother, says, appreciate all the work you do, G. It's always fun tuning into the streams and watching the VODs. Heard you say you may do comic breakdowns. Would be dope if the community gets into it. Keep doing you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Very kind. Yeah, we'll see. I got a lot of cool ideas with the content. We'll see how it goes. George Kaltsoundus. Interesting name. Marvel listened to the complaints and they dropped the goofiness in favor of more sophisticated storytelling, only for everyone to turn around and praise the goofy Thor Ragnarok style of Superman instead. Yep, 100%. But what does that mean, George? Like, what does that mean? Well, it seems like maybe they shouldn't be so flailing. Maybe they shouldn't be so flippant to respond to these things. And maybe they should just forge ahead. Like, be confident in the vision and just go. You know, one of the things that's kind of wild about... Look, I really like Thunderbolts, and I really like Fantastic Four. However, Marvel tested the shit out of those movies. And they rounded the edges. They took out some. I mean, I guess Superman did too, to be fair. Right? I just think there's a space. Like, my impression of where this is going is you need a visionary and you need a new vision for what this thing's going to be, what this thing's going to look like. I think that's helping Superman. And I think a lack of that is hurting Marvel. Now, they could tap into that a little bit with the reboot or whatever. But we'll see. We shall see. All right, where's this freaking Spider-Man suit, man? Hello? Where's this freaking Spider-Man suit? You guys said they were showing it. Where's it at? %, 7%. Damn, yeah. We don't have it yet? We've been bamboozled? Jesus. You friggin' guys. You friggin' guys. Star Wars New Hope returns to theaters. Oh, that's cool. I might go see that. New Hope in theaters. Celebrate 50 years. That sounds good. Okay, chat. Should we get into this Spider-Man's? Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever. Oh, real quick, test. Let me test something here. Okay, I'm recording. Did the stream fall apart? Did the stream break? Are we done? Is there lag? Is it falling apart? This is a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Okay, cool. Looks like we're good. Hey, we're going to figure this out. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. I literally just almost accidentally clicked end stream. Okay. So, it is Spider-Man Day, everybody. The official Spider-Man's Day. And to celebrate Spider-Man Day, and this is kind of cool how they did this here. The new Spider-Man movie, Brand New Day, is beginning to film today. And they dropped this earlier, so we're going to watch this. This is a first look at the new costume, and a bunch of nerds are losing their minds about it. Let me explain. Oh, we got some audio here? Oh, is this some theme? Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, so, look, listen, Linda, listen to me. This is, you know, like a lot of things these days, this is sort of dividing the internet a bit. It's dividing the fandom. Some people are like, that is the worst 9-second reveal of my fucking life. This doesn't mean anything, Josh. How dare you act like this is cool and it's 9 seconds. But for other people, they're saying it's the best 9 seconds of their lives. I'm somewhere in between those. Okay, I'm going to be honest. It's not the best 9 seconds of my life, but it's pretty good, actually. I think it's pretty cool. So a couple of things you got to notice here, okay? First of all, you got to notice how beautiful the material looks here. I don't know exactly, what is this? It's got some kind of depth to it. It's got like some undertones of some brighter red with like darker reds on there. It almost looks to like glisten or shine in the sunlight. Another thing that everybody's noticed, of course, is the raised webbing. Now, this is a big deal for nerds. Now, you might be like, what the fuck? Raised webbing? Why does that matter? Shut your mouth when you're talking to me, okay? For some nerds out there, this is a big freaking deal. Toby had raised webbing. Andrew Garfield had raised webbing. Tom Holland looked like a goddamn fool next to them with his MCU costume. It wasn't comic booky enough. It wasn't Spider-Man enough. It's just like one even material, so it didn't look cool enough. And we heard they were going to get a new look for Spider-Man and in Brand New Day, and this appears to be what it is. Raised webbing here. I really like the red, man. I really like the red. Like, again, the material there looks really, really nice. You have the raised spider logo here. I think this thing's going to look really good, man. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. You get a little taste, a little sense of the theme here. I think this shit's going to look legit AF. By the way, they are filming this thing today. And that's the next thing we got to talk about is this massive action set piece over in Glasgow. And we have a lot of rumors about it. However, one of the things that's interesting is, will we get a first full-ass look at this suit during this scene? It's possible. I have heard some mixed things, though. I've heard it's possible they're filming this thing at night. Okay, so this could be a nighttime action sequence here, which technically you can film parts of this in the day and then like digitally color correct it and make it look like it's at night or whatever. But if it's at night, it's gonna be a little tricky to get these shots here. But literally within the next couple of hours, we could get our first full look at what this suit looks like. And it has a lot of Spider-Man fans very, very excited. Now, what is this friggin' scene? Okay, well, let's go over this article here. Got an article pulled up, and we're going to get into some stuff. I guess it's slight spoilers. I don't think it's too crazy. We don't know for sure what's happening here. But let's get into this here. Okay, rumor, detail on major Punisher Spider-Man brand new day scene revealed as spoiler vehicles spotted on the set. We have new details about what Marvel is planning to shoot for Spider-Man Brand New Day in Glasgow, Scotland, and it sounds like the Wall Crawler and the Punisher will be going to war with each other. Oh my God, that sounds hype. Cameras are expected to begin rolling on Spider-Man Brand New Day later today, meaning we are mere hours away from seeing Tom Holland in costume as the web slinger. Let's go. However, he may not be the only character we see in action in Glasgow, Scotland, which is doubling for New York City. According to Pooper Scooper Daniel Rickman, I heard that today or tomorrow they'll be filming a big action scene with Punisher and Spider-Man fighting over a DODC transport convoy. The DODC is, of course, the Department of Damage Control, an organization we've seen quite a bit of in the Marvel's Spider-Man franchise. What could Spider-Man and Frank Castle be fighting over? Well, there's obviously someone in that convoy who the Punisher believes is deserving of his lethal form of justice. And with the Wall Crawler stepping in to stop his fellow vigilante from killing, based on from what we know about Spider-Man Brand New Day, Frank could be targeting anyone from Bruce Banner to Mr. Negative or even minor villain like Boomerang. We also have some more photos from the movie set showing a military vehicle that could easily belong to the DODC. Your guess is as good as ours when it comes to the potential significance of that devil logo. Though there's speculation it might be referencing Mr. Negative's inner demons. Either way, it sounds like the Punisher will be driving one of these armored vehicles. There have been some chatter on social media that rehearsals are taking place today and tomorrow, with filming commencing on Sunday, so breadcrumbs like these will have to sustain us until then. Being the Punisher into Spider-Man's orbit is an intriguing move on Marvel Studios' parts, but it sounds like we can forget about Charlie Cox's Daredevil making an appearance because his show was boring. Checking back here, Spider-Man brand new blah, blah, blah updates. Okay, cool. Now, let's talk about these photos. So this vehicle here, chat, which, let's see here, get a better look at this here. We'll definitely get a better look at it. However, this is a big old, like, tank-looking thing here, okay? And it does have the markings that it's maybe damage control, right? It's a DD9 vehicle here. It's got the inner demon symbol here, right? So the big question here is, what is going on in this scene exactly? And does this confirm Mr. Negative? Now, I think it does. Okay, we're not 100% sure, but I think it does. Oh, here, check. Oh, actually, hang on now. Hang on. Let's check this out. This is the actual vehicle being loaded. Look at this thing, dude. That thing's cool. Okay, so that's the actual thing there. So let's talk about what we know. Why do we think this is Mr. Negative? Couple of reasons why. Number one, the symbol matches up with the inner demons, which were like a gang that Mr. Negative established in the Spider-Man, the PlayStation Spider-Man game. Now, on an interesting side note here, guys, like, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I don't really remember. I played the first game. I didn't really play the second game. So, like, I'm not super familiar with, like, Mr. Negative, the inner demons, any of that shit, okay? But it is interesting that they might have decided to go this way. We've been talking a lot about how video games and the reach and the exposure of the video game market is just so much bigger than movies and a lot of other pop culture stuff. So I wonder if there's a calculus here, right, on Kevin Feige's part, where he's dead ass like, you know, people seem to love those video games. Like, what if we took the video game person or the person popularized by the video game shit and we brought them in as the big villain for Spider-Man Brand New Day? So that's kind of interesting. The symbol, the video game stuff. There's another piece here. So Alex Perez did scoop over on the Cosmic Circus that some things in the costume department were going after Eastern, like samurai inspired kind of stuff. Now, this could be a number of different characters. Some people think maybe it's going to be Silver Sable, but it could, of course, be Mr. Negative as well. So that's another potential reason this is happening. Now, another reason that people think Mr. Negative could be the villain here is and I find this one to be kind of interesting. I did not exactly buy into this when people were first coming up with it, but they could have it right. This all has to do with Hulk. So when we found out that Hulk was going to be like essentially the big bad of this movie, and we still don't know a ton about that, by the way, but it does seem like he's going to become savage again. He's going to freak the fuck out, and Punisher's going to be fighting against him. Maybe Punisher and Spider-Man fighting against him together. Well, a lot of you guys said when that theory or when that news first came out, dude, what if Mr. Negative is the person that will turn Hulk into Savage? And technically that could work, right? That's pretty interesting. Oh, dude, Trev, bringing up a really good point here. I didn't even realize this. Mr. Negative is introduced during Brand New Day in the comics. Holy shit, that's just another reason. You know, and I came up with that all on my own. I knew that before Trev did, 100%. But yeah, thanks for reminding me, Trev. That's cool. So probably a lot of reasons that this could be Mr. Negative, okay? I like this. I think this is interesting. Now, let's talk about this action sequence itself for a bit here, okay? This is kind of wild, man. Before we knew any of this kind of shit, this had already come out, okay? And I believe it was, yeah, I think it was Daniel and Alex, like a couple of the scoopers out there. Oh, God, this thing's driving me crazy. We're going to fix this. No! Anyway, they were talking about how they are doing a sequence here in this movie that I've been told, or Alex reported, I believe, it's going to literally shoot for over a month. Over a month. Mostly practical effects. A ton of like explosions, a ton of like work like that. Punisher, Spider-Man, Hulk probably, although we don't see any evidence of that right now. I think this sequence is going to be like one for the history books. And so it's kind of crazy that we're now actually seeing them start to shoot it, and they're shooting it very early. This indicates it's probably very complex, right? So they're going to shoot this thing for a month, then they'll shoot like a lot of the other movie as they're putting this together. Maybe they do pickups, do some CGI work or whatever to try to make this thing dope as fuck. But this is a big part of the movie, right? So it's just cool because we heard about this. Now it's confirmed to be real, and they're going for it. So this is awesome. By the way, Daniel said Punisher is supposed to be driving this thing. So he's supposed to be driving this vehicle, which is so cool. Now, one other thing that I think could be going on here, because if it's damage control, okay, just walk with me on this, right? If this is damage control, what else do they possibly have? Does anybody know where my mind is going with this? Because, like, dude, I just want this so bad as a comic book fan. What would damage control possibly have? Anybody? Bueller? It's a War Machine armor. Duh. War Machine armor. They have it. Like, War Machine, that's Stark tech. That's Stark tech. Okay? So, look, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but if we're getting a big old fight with damage control convoys, damage control doing this, that, second, and the third, Punisher trying to enact vengeance on these different bad guys, yo, I would love some War Machine armor, dude. Punisher and War Machine armor. I'm gonna fucking nut, dude. If they give us in Spider-Man 4 the Punisher in War Machine armor and Spider-Man in this dope ass suit, and then they're fighting against Hulk, I'm gonna fucking bust. I swear to God. Sorry, metaphorically, of course, in Minecraft and all that. Listen, I'm very excited. I think this is very cool. I think Spider-Man is probably going to be dope as fuck. I mean, frankly, if it's the same quality as Fantastic Four, then we're eating incredibly good. I hope it's able to break through into the mainstream a little bit more and get, like, close to $1 billion and get people really excited. But even if it doesn't, dude, as just a nerd, as a Spider-Man fan, dude, we are eating so fucking good. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What do you think, guys? Let me know. What do you think? Chat! Chat! Den of Nutting? I mean, maybe, yeah. I love it. I want it. Wait, what? Just got here. What did we miss? Oh, God damn it. I think $1 billion. Oh, I want it. I want it. I want it. Next. Next topic. Jesus. Why would Rhodey give up the armor, though? Well, I don't think that Rhodey necessarily would. But Frank could just take it. Like, there's multiple sets of armor, probably. I'm gonna assume. We eating tacos, pizza, quesadillas tonight? I don't know what that means, but now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry. Sounds dope, but let's move on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Den of Nerds audience there. Sounds lit, bro. Move on, though. Punisher looks at War Machine suit. Maybe next time. No! This time! Right now! I want it all. And I want it now. Just ate a breakfast burrito. There you have it. Dude, I want a breakfast burrito, man. Breakfast burrito sounds good. Rhodey is a Skrull, so he doesn't give a F about the armor. Yeah, probably. They're fighting Gaia. Oh, God. Oh, God. You need to mount that chainsword behind you? Would that work there? Would that actually work? Or you... I don't know if that would work, brother. I mean, I like where your head's at, but I just don't know. Like, just literally dead ass, like, above my head, like the chainsword. The real thing we got to fix is this mic, because I moved the camera so that I could be a little bit more facing, which I also need to, like, adjust the lights a little bit. We'll figure it out. But when I look over here, the mic is so far away. So I gotta go like this, and now it looks like I'm not. In fact, let's just stream like this. For the rest of the stream, we're gonna do this, and occasionally I'll look back. Okay. Anyway, guys, what do you guys want to talk about next? The chair's dirty? Man, shut your mouth. Man, shut your mouth when you talk about my chair. Holy. God damn it. You guys gotta know, okay? And a lot of you already do. You've been with me for a while. I'm very particular. Little things that I don't like just that. just this thing going down a couple centimeters when I don't want it to, oh, I'm going to lose it. So we're going to get this thing dialed in. I need it to be perfect so I don't have to think about this shit. Let's watch Dan Murrell box office breakdown. Let's do it. What box office did he do? Or should we wait? Because he's probably going to do a breakdown of FF after. Maybe let's do that on Monday. When does he do his charts show? Man, I like Dan Murrell. Good dude. If Frank doesn't get his comic suit, cancel it. Yeah. No, he will, brother. He will. Punisher looks at Warman. Oh, hell yeah. Let's see here. Adam Proudlock says, hey, Papa Josh. Just got my dream job and wanted to spread the love with you and the family and the rest of the Nerd Ventures. Dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Congratulations. Monday nights, so maybe Tuesdays. Huh? Need more Spider-Man? You know, I think we do need more Spider-Man. Do they have any other things leak out, man? What else is going on? I mean, it looks good, bro. I am excited. I do think that suit looks really good. If you don't think that suit looks good, you're crazy. Imagine if this is how they confirm. Oh my God, dude. This is funny. Yo, check this out. Yo. A Universal truck has been spotted on the set of Spider-Man Brand New Day. Universal currently owns the rights to Hulk, which means it's confirmed they have involvement with Spider-Man Brand New Day in some way. That's funny. Oh, how'd the Hulk get confirmed? Oh, it was a set photo. Oh, shit, of the Hulk? No. Of a Universal employee. Cool. Yo, Josh. Yo, Nerd Avengers. I'm about to head to the EVA. Oh, dude, have fun, man. Hey, have fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what at EVO they're going to talk about that new fighting game. Invincible, I'm excited for, but also the Marvel Tokon, it's called, or whatever. I'm excited for that. Maybe they'll even talk a little bit about that beat 'em up, the cosmic bullshit game. That game looks fun. That game looks fun. This probably does confirm a Hulk. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, Tokon looks good, man. I'm excited. We're going to get into that. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Universal has the distribution rights only, so they don't have anything to do with the production. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were like, we have one of the president's nephews. We just need to get him out of the house, you know. So if you could give him a task, and you know, just get him to fuck around the set a little bit. Look at what Daniel said. What did he say? Modest Men Media, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now, baby. You are a Nerd Venger now. I think the raised webbing is the legs of the Spider-Man, his chest, logo, and shoulders. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm excited to see this shit. You know what it kind of reminds me of a little bit is the original, the costume they gave the clone, Ben. Yeah. Kind of, it's giving me those vibes. Alex Perez teasing more info coming. Let's fucking go. I'm excited. Hey, can we talk a little bit about Magic the Gathering, though? So I've kind of been on and off talking to you guys about the Magic the Gathering Marvel stuff. And being a gigantic freaking nerd, I have of course played many a game of Magic the Gathering, and I like Marvel. Don't know if you know this about me. Well, they just had San Diego Comic Con, and there were a ton of reveals there, a lot of fun stuff. But they just revealed something today that is blowing my fucking mind, and that is that the Soul Stone will indeed be one of the mythics in the this set. And holy shit, dude, that's crazy. Now, first of all, I think the Soul Stone, it looks like it's really powerful. There's probably going to be like a gauntlet artifact where you put them all together. There's probably going to be like a Thanos card that gets bonuses when you have them out. But just on face, this is a strong card, but it doesn't necessarily feel broken. But it feels really strong and it's really cool. So the thing that I think they're going to do is likely have a different Infinity Stone in every big release they do. And I think the Marvel MTG stuff is, I believe it is several years of sets, at least a couple of years. So, yeah, kind of cool, man. I'm excited. I want to see what the other stones get and their power or whatever, but it's dope to have like some chase cards for sure. And then there's something else they showed here, which I think is crazy. And like, man, I know it's like this is just like some commercialism kind of shit, and you know, they're just trying to get our money, but at the same time, I do love this shit, and this shit does look cool. So we have from Hasbro Marvel Legends figures that are going to come with these different cards. And it's just, it's crazy, man. Like, I'm definitely getting the Anti-Venom. That looks cool as fuck. This Spectacular Spider-Man is really cool. So this is all really cool. And I believe it's all hitting in September. And, dude, I just want to kind of put this on your radar because I'm going to open some packs on stream. I'll probably set up a second camera so that we can do a nice unboxing, camera setup. And we'll open up some cards. It'll be fun. Maybe we'll play some Commander. Maybe we'll do some collaborations with some other people and play some Commander. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I think it's pretty cool, on top of it being Spider-Man Day. Let's see what this Anti-Venom does, actually. When he enters the battlefield, if he was cast, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's dope. If damage would be dealt to Anti-Venom, present... What? Oh my fucking god. He's one of those cards. Okay. That's cool. Pretty costly, though. 5? I mean, I guess you could... And it's all white pips, too. That's a tough cast. Still cool. This Spider-Man looks fucking ridiculous. So you can flash him in. You pay 1, and he gains flying. You pay 1 and sack him. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible. What the fuck? I mean, I guess that's him, like, saving the day or whatever, but, like, holy shit, bro. That is a strong card. Let's see what Manwolf does. So you only see his one side here, transformed. When he transforms, deal 2 damage. A Planeswalker 2. Being a player casts 2 or more spells transform. Okay, interesting. Pretty basic. What's she do? Vigilance. Put a 1/1 on each artifact or vehicle. Remove 2. Wow. Yeah, she's pretty good, dude. Now, is this Mary Jane or is this their kid? That is cool. Pre-order tomorrow. Oh, no. Pre-orders are up today? Yo. At 1 p.m. Yeah, I'm gonna pick a couple of these up, dude. That's really cool. Anyway, You guys got any thoughts, questions about the MTG Marvel? We got any Magic the Gathering players in here? A lot of the cards you're seeing are from the intro decks. They're going to get even more wild as we get spoilers. Yeah, I agree. Complex Pop Culture has the full Spider-Man suit. Is that real? Is that real? Wow. Wow, wow, wee wah. Now, I saw the MTG Avatar Airbender collab. Yeah, I didn't really check that out too much, to be honest. You know, I like MTG, but I've been a little checked out on it. They just kind of released too much too fast and kind of burnt me out. But this set has me quite intrigued. It is pretty cool, man. I've never played, but I'm interested. Oh, it's a fun game, man. The design is great. Yeah. And I only mean if it's like generated or you can pick up these action figures. What do you mean? No, those are real action figures. Like you go pick up the figure and it comes with the card, which I think is cool. Like that's so fun. That's a fun idea. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Let me see something here. Blah, 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 blah. Dun, 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 dun. If there's anything about the Sinister Six, I know random, just wondering. Oh, you mean what, for the set? Not that I've seen, but I've seen them in there. Or are you talking about for the movie? So for the movie, there's like Tombstone, Tarantula, somebody else too. You can get the cards in the set, but the figures all have unique art. Oh, so the cards with the figure have unique art? That's great. That is really fun. That's super cool. So apparently they got one more thing coming up for Spider-Man. That's what everybody's saying. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on that shit, man. But yeah, I'm excited for that, man. It'll be in September. We'll do some unboxings. We'll have some fun with those. Maybe we'll do a stream where we play some Magic the Gathering together. It's just kind of fun. You know, it's funny because like the Magic community seems a little divided on it. And I can't really blame them. But for a person like me, like I'm just so excited for it. I think it's going to be dope. So we will check that out. And we'll play some MTG together. And overall, the set looks really fun. Matt, Nerd of the Rings, he got to experience some of it. He was sharing some stuff with me. It seems really cool. So maybe we'll get like a Commander game going on, like me, Matt, some other content creators that want to give it a shot, and we'll play some Commander together. So yeah, should be cool. Should be fun. And one more real cool nerdy Marvel thing that they're doing. It's cool. It's fun. It's real fun. It's real cool. Everybody loves it. It's real cool. It's real fun. Everybody loves it. You know what I mean? It's real cool. It's real fun. Kids love MTG still. Do they? That's cool. That's cool, man. I just want Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Marvel Ultimate Alliance is cool. Those were great games. Rumors of Steven Yeun as Mr. Negative. Thank God Louis Plum was the Sentry instead of him. Yeah, I mean, I think this will be... if he does do that, he would be great at it, man. And that would be really cool. That would be really cool, for sure. I sent you a DM on Twitter, Spider-Man suit that was leaked early. Yeah, but I don't think it's real, brother. I mean, I'll look. I'll take a peek. Ah, man, you just tricked me. Why would you show me a wiener like that? Do I like Critical Role? I do. I've fallen off of it a bit. I mean, I think like I haven't watched any of the new seasons. I watched the first couple of, and I actually have some of the comics and shit. And I liked the animated John for Amazon. Like that was cool. He'll do good, but it'll be hard not seeing Glenn or hearing Mark. Fair. Fair. New report says the third act of Doomsday is now finished. Yeah, I saw that report. I don't really know where it's coming from. I don't know how valid it is. Okay. Um, there is something I wanted to talk about. You know, I wanted to talk about this yesterday. We did not really get into it. So let's talk about this now. So there's some interesting stuff being said about the Baxter Building and the Fantastic Four and Avengers Doomsday. And I want to explore this with you. Let's try to explore this together, okay? Kevin Feige confirms Avengers Doomsday will feature key scenes at the Baxter Building from the Fantastic Four. What? Warning. This post contains spoilers from Marvel's Avengers Doomsday and the Fantastic Four First Steps. Avengers Doomsday is a direct continuation of the Fantastic Four. In a recent interview with Marvel, President Kevin Feige confirmed that some characters in Avengers Doomsday will go out to the Baxter Building 828 from the Fantastic Four First Steps. Doomsday follows how Avengers X-Men and Fantastic Four face a multiversal threat. What the fuck is going on here? Feige says the iconic Baxter Building, home of the Fantastic Four, will host more characters than ever before in Doomsday. With worlds literally colliding, heroes will be visiting each other's territories, including major team headquarters. Feige describes the experience of uniting these teams after 25 years at Marvel as surreal and a thrill. Pretty interesting. Feige said, the fun of an Avengers movie is introducing people to each other and seeing how very different personalities get along. He added, in the case of a movie that involves the threat of worlds literally colliding, it's fun to see them visit each other's homes. So with the Baxter Building set, let's say it had 4 or 5 people in it at most in the Fantastic Four movie. It's got a heck of a lot more people in it in Doomsday. It's a thrill to see that interaction. And it's surreal for me, who's been around for 25 years. Now, hold the fuck on. Hold the phone. Is this not like kind of crazy that they're just out there saying this? Like, is that not like, it seems kind of crazy to me. That seems a little crazy. Okay? Now, he's mentioning a couple of things here. Worlds literally colliding. Now, that's the incursions. Of course, we thought this was what's going to happen. Fantastic Four doesn't really have any of the incursion shit. So it seemed like, okay, well, maybe they're not doing that. Like, I'm not really sure. Seems like that's still an intricate part of the plot. They're going to be visiting each other's homes. That's kind of wild. Now, we know they have a castle that's apparently in Genosha for the X-Men. There's that big set where they built the X outside of the X mansion. So they have stuff in the X universe. They have obviously stuff in 616, but the Baxter Building in 828? Man, that's crazy. And by the way, this is one of those things that like that James Mackwell guy, he has never talked about this shit. So until it started to come out, and I'm not sure, this guy could be legit still. The James Mackwell guy could be legit, but I just am not sure. And part of why is like stuff like this happens. Like Feige's literally ahead of the scoopers. That's crazy. Nobody else has mentioned this. Nobody else has mentioned this. What is happening here? You know, like this is kind of wild. Let's keep reading. Speaking to the Hollywood Reporter, Feige confirmed that the Avengers Doomsday script is undergoing changes. He described it as plussing having every day on set, saying it's amazing to watch because those filmmakers, those actors, both the ones who are playing these characters for the second time and the ones playing for the 10th or the 12th, are the best in the world, and they know these characters so well. So this was in that one article. He's kind of explaining that the reason they changed the script is because of input from the actors, which is partially true, right? Interesting. And we got some SEO stuff here. I don't really think there's too much more. Okay, so that's basically it. I mean, this is kind of wild, you know? And the fact that you're not going to have, like, the fact that he's basically confirming incursions, and he's basically confirming that you're going to jump in and out of different universes. And he's implying way more than 5. Like, to me, the context is here: X-Men, Avengers, and Fantastic Four together. So it's like, is this going to be a moment when, after some maybe initial conflicts, Doom presents his real plan and like goes off, and then they're all together in the Baxter Building talking about how to fight Doom? Like, I'm talking mutants, Fantastic Four, and Avengers. Because that's something Feige said. Like, Feige literally said, the movie is X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Avengers versus Doom. And, like, when he says this, man, using this language, it's fun Avengers movies introducing different people. In the case of the movie, with worlds literally colliding, they'll have them visit each other's homes. So with the Baxter Building set, let's say it had 4 or 5 people at most, it'll have a heck of a lot more people. It's a thrill, and it's surreal for me, who's been around for 25 years. That really makes me think it's mutants, Fantastic Four, and Avengers all together. Damn. Pretty crazy. What do you guys think of this? I mean, it feels like a little bit of that Hickman energy, you know? Feels a little bit like at the end of Time Runs Out, because Reed is a part of the Illuminati and they're trying to figure stuff out. He, of course, has the bridge. So with advancements in the bridge, is that what we're going to see here? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, that it is an exciting prospect, and I like how it's very different than a lot of the rumors and the leaks that we've heard. What if Doom is just getting everybody to work with him too? Like, because it almost feels like, look, Doom has to see himself as the villain or the hero, right? He's clearly the villain, but he has to see himself as the hero. It seems like there's some evidence to suggest that Doom is going to initially present himself as a hero or a savior. And there's going to be a flip. Like, at some point, he's going to flip, reveal his plan, and that's when the heroes will all form up to try to stop him, right? This scene, to me, like, it could be either. It could be before the flip, when he's getting everybody to work together. This could be after the flip, when they all know, like, maybe he's at the TVA, maybe he's at the Citadel at the end of time. He's trying to get after Loki. I am not sure, but this is quite interesting, you know? And I think they're cooking. I think they are absolutely cooking when it comes to Doomsday. And I think also, too, like, the last point I'll make on this is we spoke about the post-credit scene and how everybody was basically getting that wrong. And, you know, I think that's going to continue to be the case. Doom, I do not believe, is coming there antagonistically. He's going to work with them. This is wild, dude. Like, is this universe going to be destroyed? Is 616 going to be destroyed before 828? Is that why they're all going to go into 828? Is there something about 828? Like, dude, this actually, to me, is pretty cool. Like, this is pretty cool info. I'm not sure exactly what it means. But I like this just from a conception perspective. Getting all these characters together in the Baxter Building will be fantastic. No pun intended. But it's also interesting considering the theories, the rumors, maybe some of the fake leaks that are out there. Like, I can't decide if this James McAvoy guy is like legitimately out here putting out fake leaks to try to throw us all off. Because, like, damn, dude, some of this shit is not lining up. So, I don't know, man. Do you guys have any thoughts on this? Any questions? How will Doom create Battleworld? Can't imagine he doesn't want to save Latveria. So, if it's anything like the comics, he'll probably take Latveria from his universe and smash it together with some other universes to create Battleworld. So, we'll see. Doctor Strange 3 should be Triumph and Torment. Have a movie set between Doomsday to establish Doom even more. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Taylor White says, haven't caught a live in a long time. I like the new look. I'm struggling with which movie I like better, F4 or Superman. Yeah, well, they're both pretty good. You know, they're both pretty good. We have an embarrassment of riches over here. Probably in the Void. You think he'll just make the Void Battleworld? Maybe. Yeah, could be. Look, I think it's possible some of the old stuff we have heard about Doomsday is not accurate. Okay? So, like, look, I still think My Time to Shine, and I think Daniel, I think they still have sources. They have very good information, right? But Shine and Daniel ran with this scoop that Galactus wanted Franklin to rebuild his universe. That did not happen. And it was one of the first things they said, and it shaped the conversation around this thing. So the reason I'm bringing that up is one of the first things we heard about Doom from Shine was that he wants to consolidate the multiverse. He wants to make it so there's only one universe. Well, what if that's not what it is? Like, what if that's similar to the Galactus thing she reported, where it's like, that's kind of close to what it is, but Marvel put that out intentionally to throw people off, right? So we're kind of in this new era, in my opinion, where we definitely still have information, we have scoops, but Marvel's also better than ever at throwing people off. So you got to kind of consider the options. New Spider-Man pick dropped. Is that true? Leakers guess based on little information, I think. Yeah, for sure. But where does that information come from? Probably from Marvel. So if Marvel just puts out a little bit of fake information at the start of production, you know, it can have that effect. Yeah. Oh, it's fake? Yeah, the photo's fake. Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, any other thoughts here, guys, on this? I think this is actually a pretty big deal. It kind of got swept under the rug. Like, there's just been so much info out there. This exact piece was not something that people had really brought up. But I think it's pretty important, you know, and I think it's a potentially a sort of first piece of news that suggests maybe some of the stuff the scoopers are talking about, they're a little off, you know. Oh, it's from the Lotus fan film? Interesting. Okay. Well, I actually saw that. You know, it's funny because the Lotus film, as far as I understand it, the Lotus movie's costume does actually look decently like the new costume. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Hey, wait, is that actual BD? I just thought it was somebody trolling, but I think it's actual Brandon Davis. What's up? What up, BD? Appreciate you showing up after we get long-range projections on week 2 of the Fantastic Four. Really great time in there, bud. Really appreciate that. Thank you. We'll see. There's still hope. We'll see. There's still hope. Also, did they show the new suit yet? I'm the real Brandon. Yeah, now he shows up, huh? God, this thing is gonna drive me nuts, dude. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah. Look, Superman's doing pretty good. What do you want me to say, BD? I'm here to encourage everybody to send you a super chat. Yeah, so that you can get your money. Yeah, okay. What if instead they went to see Fantastic Four? You know, I'm just saying. What if instead they talked one person out of seeing Superman and saw Fantastic Four? I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing ideas out there, you know? I'm just throwing ideas out there, Chad, you know? But in all honesty, congratulations. Superman is doing very well, you know? And I did like the movie. I like Fantastic Four a little bit more. But look, Superman did mission accomplished for Superman, you know? They're off to the races. And I also thought, too, I was trying to think about this because, look, if Fantastic Four has a really rough second weekend, which we don't know for sure, there's some mixed, you know, some people are saying it's like between 55 and 60. Some people are saying it's going to have a very harsh drop off. If Fantastic Four has a really bad drop off in weekend two, bro, I am going to crash the fuck out. You know? Like, I am going to crash the fuck out. Because, frankly, you know, Superman's performance, I think, is about where I thought it would be. The difference, or potentially what I got wrong, knock on wood, potentially what I got wrong was like, oh, Marvel's just a little more cooked than I thought, you know? Because fuck, man, if this thing can't leg out strong, what does that say? It just says the fatigue is real, and that's a tough pill to swallow, you know? It's a tough pill to swallow. CC Beck says, Soup coming to digital August 15th. Yeah, I know. That's cool. I am excited to check that out on digital, too. It'll probably look real good on the OLED, you know? Probably look real good. Should have released in November. Yeah, it's not a bad, I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know. I guess what I would say is this. For its individual performance, maybe. Maybe for the Marvel brand, though, the break is more important. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, they got a year till Spider-Man. I think they need to chill, dude. Like, I think they need to just let people miss them a little bit. You know, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. All right, is there anything else going on, guys? Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Let's see here. Not really. I mean, we could talk a little bit about Punisher. I mean, I do have some thoughts on Punisher. I think next year, Marvel's going to get a big lift from Punisher, and I think it's good. The question becomes, you know, is there some leftover damage? Is there some lingering brand damage that's, you know, just not necessarily going to be fixed right away? But either way, I think John Bernthal, Punisher, is, I mean, frankly, depending on how good Spider-Man is, I wouldn't be surprised if they put Punisher in Doomsday a little. You know? Like, why not? Go for it. And speaking of how characters interact together, it would be crazy to see Frank with some of these people. You know? Fantastic Four, X-Men, all of them. Like, that would be cool. I'd be into that. I'm just checking here, man. I want these pictures of Spider-Man. I can't believe we don't have a full-ass picture yet. But then again, maybe they're filming at night. I don't know, guys. That might be it. That might be all the news we get today. Although Alex said they have one more thing going on. What is it? One? We could wait a little longer. We could wait a little longer. Yeah, Ross, I did see that. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, you do have to kind of bait. That is kind of the YouTube game, you know. Now, is that some extreme baitage? Yeah, it's pretty extreme. I don't know. I've probably done worse. I just can't, can't think of it right now, but oh, okay. Alex said it could be today or could be over the weekend. Okay. Once the pictures like Jonah Jameson. Exactly. Exactly. Do you think it's the same suit as the end of No Way Home? I don't. I think we're gonna get a bit of a time jump. What was when was No Way Home in universe? I'm quitting YouTube. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean I might quit someday. I definitely didn't quit before. Soups Cross 530 globally. You think F4 can catch? Yeah, I think so. But it's really gonna depend on this weekend, dude. Like this weekend's gonna tell the tale, And so far, it's not looking great, to be honest. Is Theory fake George Lucas selfie worse though? I don't know. You guys have to decide. I'm not. I can't be the judge of that. I don't really care, but No Way Home is set in 2024. Okay, so this movie's set in 2027. The Brand New Day. So yeah, like a 3-year gap. So I would assume Peter's making new suits, He's got a new suit. I think this new suit looks spiffy, dude. The colors look good. The raised shit looks good. That's good. What do you think the untitled Marvel movie in 2027 is? Okay, so there's a little debate about this actually, and it's kind of wild. So some people are saying it could be Blade, but Tatiana Siegel just reported that Marvel's in no rush to do Blade, which is fucking crazy, dude. Like that's fucking crazy. Like, oh yeah, it's been like 7 years. They're not in a rush though. You know what I mean? Like they're not in a rush. I don't know. I saw it. It's interesting. There's some speculation about like which way they're going with this sort of stuff. So I guess we'll find out. It could be Black Panther 3. They do seem pretty enthused about Black Panther 3. Like, whatever the idea is, they think it's really good. Which is cool. Blade finally arrived on Marvel Rivals. Dude, yeah, he looks cool. I might play some Rivals tonight. Because Blade's looking real cool, dude. Josh, tell HTs to release the Wolverine, please. LOL. Oh, Hot Toys. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, HT? Who's HT? Jeff Snyder said, what did he say? He said it's Black Panther 3. Well, didn't the Black Panther 3... I think Daniel accidentally revealed Black Panther 3 release date when something else was going on. I vaguely remember this, but yeah, I do think it's probably February, right? Giacchino retweeted Sony's suit tease. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, it does look good. I think it looks really good. We'll have to see the full look, right? Which I would love to get like right now, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing, man. I don't see nothing. Yeah, some Marvel Rivals would be cool though. Yo, can I show you guys this Warhammer model now? Like now that we've done enough show, can I go show you this thing? I'll go get my war. Don't worry, I'll go get it. I don't know where it's at. But it's so cool. It's so cool. You guys will think it's so cool. All right, one person said yes. That's good enough for me. Good enough for me, motherfucker. Okay, so I don't know how you're gonna. Oh fuck! How the fuck? Hey! It's a kit bash. Yeah, do you see it? Did it look good? I couldn't see what you guys were seeing. Did it look cool? Dude, it's so cool. So it's a librarian, okay? But I adjusted it so I put a hood on it, I put a cape on it, like cloak. He's got a spell book hanging. Um I'm gonna paint this thing up over the weekend. Oh my god, bro. Oh, I'm so excited. I put some pictures in the Discord too. But whoo! I think it's gonna look real good. Get this thing painted up. So the big difference was so normally these guys do not have cloaks. But he's a dark angel, so I was like, we'll do that. And then I put the spell book up on his front rather than the back because the cape kind of obscures the model. So like a different head, different couple of different pieces. So cool. So cool. Last night, Snyder said Black Panther 3, February 28th. My bad. Oh, you're good, man. It's all good. I'm excited for Black Panther 3. I would like them to recast T'Challa, though. You know? That's what I would like. Let's see here. Josh, be honest. Do you think it's possible chance both Superman and Fantastic Four get Oscar award nominations? Sure. Probably like on the visuals side of things. Maybe they would get like, I don't know. It's hard to say. But definitely visuals. I think the visuals on both are pretty good. 40K does look better in 4K. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. I wish I had some more in here to show you. Is Warhammer pay to win? No, Warhammer's pay to play. You cannot even fucking enjoy it without paying. So, do you think Brand New Day is guaranteed to make $1 billion because No Way Home did $2 billion, or do you think it would be closer to 880? I think that's a big question that like a lot of people have. You know, I don't know. My gut would tell me, yeah, it should lock for $1 billion. You know, it's Tom Holland, it's Spider-Man, it's Punisher and Hulk, it's crazy spectacle, it's all this practical action sequence. It's but how cooked is Marvel? Because frankly, like I think Fantastic Four. Let me say this. I think you take Superman and you take Fantastic Four, you released them 3 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago. And I think they both hit $1 billion. Like once you get out of the lockdown COVID thing, I think these two movies, number one, before a lot of the fatigue from the lower quality stuff, but also just being better quality inherently, I think both of those movies would have fucking taken off like a rocket. But I think there's just, number one, there's fatigue of the genre, but number two, it's like a streaming thing. It's like, we're going to get the same enjoyment from this shit in a couple of months on streaming. So, like, what's the point? You know? I think that's hurting both of them. Frankly. The Marvel Legends MTG figures just went up for pre-order. Better get yours in if you want them. Fuck yeah, I better. Let me see here. Marvel Legends MTG. You can probably get them up on. Oh, what? We'll have 1 hour exclusive period for plus premium members. I don't know what that means. I don't use the plus. Can I just get this off Amazon or not? Wait, here we go. I think they're up. They're $40. That's all right. Pre-ordered now. Yes. Cool. All right, pre-ordered that one. Hang on now. Let's pre-order this one. They don't ship till like November? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I just pre-ordered two. I pre-ordered the Spider-Man's and the Anti-Venom. I gotta. I just gotta. Vasco 101, appreciate you, brother, says, hey, Josh, have you seen the rumors that John Wick director will direct Blade for Marvel Studios? So I have seen those rumors. The problem is I think they're very rumory. Like, I have not seen any. I have no reason to believe that's real. It's probably something they've all thought about. Chad Stahelski does come from the Marvel family. Like, he was a second unit director on a lot of the Russo stuff, I think, including Endgame. So it would make sense, but I have not, like, I don't know that that's real. It would be cool, though. I think it would make sense, right? Like, of course, but nah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we shall see, chat. What the hell? We don't have no more looks at the Spider-Mans? Where's the Spider-Mans at, huh? On Franklin Street. They do be filming some stuff. They do be filming some stuff. Okay. Do you think they might charge extra to watch the recent movies on streaming services? I don't know. I don't think that's really the move. They kind of do that with the digital already because it's like $20 or whatever to buy and rent. So I think that's kind of already a thing. Marvel just made too much shit. People just need a minute to miss Marvel, so the year break could do that. Oh, I totally agree, bro. I totally agree. I mean, look, I'm looking forward to this because, like, I kind of want to get away from, like, I guess for me, right, having a year to Spider-Man and then 16 months to Doomsday is great because I want to, like, make some good content leading up to that instead of just, like, be stuck on this never-ending news cycle of, like, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Even today, a little bit, like, it's Spider-Man Day. I'm happy to be here, happy to be gushing about Spider-Man. But isn't it a little bit like, hey, Fantastic Four, oh my God, Superman, like, oh, fucking, now it's Spider-Man, like, we're right into it. I think a little bit of a break could be good. And one of the things that I'm looking forward to with our content, right, with, like, the streams and clips and the main channel, is just getting nerdy about some stuff that, sure, it has to do with, like, where we're headed with Marvel and Doomsday and all that sort of stuff. But we could take our time. We could come up with theories, explore ideas, you know, become more informed about, like, crazy nerdy shit. And not be so like, oh, here's the next thing, and the next thing, and the hype cycle, and this, that, second, and the third. So I think this year break's going to be great, man. And I also think Marvel's putting in great quality. You know, Superman's really good too. So it's like both of them have actually made good quality that I think a lot of people are resonating with. They're probably just still kind of sleeping in the bed that they themselves made with just way too much shit. You know, just way too much shit, bro. Like, way too much. So, yeah. To be fair, DC Lanterns and Supergirl both seem awesome, but Clayface, I have no idea what they're doing with that. Yeah. I think Lanterns is probably going to be really cool. Supergirl's probably going to be really cool. Clayface, I mean, we'll see. You know, maybe they could make it into like their Joker, or whatever. But yeah, they got some heaters. You know, like, so let's assume Daredevil season 2 is actually good, and let's assume the Punisher special's dope. Technically, next year sort of starts with those two. Supergirl's closer to the summer, and then you have Spider-Man. Do we know when Lanterns is going to be exactly? Lantern, depending on when Lantern, it feels like it would be a fall show, but maybe they'll get it out early. Maybe they'll get it out like first, second quarter. Vision Quest intrigues you as well. I mean, we'll see. You know, that has a chance to be good. I don't know how to feel about it, so. Assuming Lanterns comes out a little bit earlier, right? Oh, wait. They think this year for Lanterns? Yo, that would be great. I don't know if I buy it. Whoa, that could be great. I mean, I like the Lanterns a lot, bro. So that could be really cool. Yeah, I think there's enough cool stuff pushing us forward. You know, I think Marvel and DC probably need to embrace a little bit more of pure spectacle, and crazy fan service that like normies can get behind as well. Uh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out in the next couple of years. There's also all this other stuff, right? Like the video game stuff, you know, Warhammer. There's a lot of cool stuff on the horizon as well. And if that stuff does well and performs well, you know, it's only going to help ultimately Marvel and DC both, because competition is good. It's good to see how audiences resonate with stuff. And, you know, you can change it. Change it as you go. I got a Green Lantern figure on my desk right now. Dude, imagine having an actual full-ass Green Lantern right here. That would be lit. I love the lanterns, man. So cool. So cool. So full. So filled. Tim Versia writers better be involved. Tim Versra? Tim Versra? What's that? I don't know what that is. They got a great showrunner for the God of War. Dude, yeah, God of War 2, man. I think that has a chance to be absolutely incredible. Hmm. Maybe this James Mackwell dude is real. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm so confused. I don't know what to think anymore. I don't know what to think anymore. I missed the stream. Can you give me a 30-second rundown of today's news? Spider-Man, real cool. Real big set. Big action. Punisher. Maybe some Hulk shit. Mr. Negative. Kevin Feige basically teasing that X-Men, Avengers, and Fantastic Four all in Baxter Building in Doomsday. Magic the Gathering is cool, and we will spend way too much money on it in September. Yeah, I think that's about it. Could have gotten a sick Green Lantern with $500. Well, maybe I still can. If you guys all go see Fantastic Four this weekend, aren't you going to help me out? Come on! The onus is on Brand New Day to create hype for Doomsday. Not going to lie. The post-credit scene needs to hit hard with the general audiences. Too few have seen F4 to care about the post-credit scene. Yeah, I think you might be right. You know, if this James Mackwell guy, if he's to be believed, you know what he's saying? You know what he's saying? And maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll ask some people about this. But he is saying that the Avengers, like probably Bucky's group and Cap's group, are in Spider-Man 4. I mean, that would be a great way to get some of that setup that people are saying we're missing, right? Like if Bucky and Sam are actually in that movie, and you know we know Hulk's gonna be in it, Punisher, etc., right? But if like those guys are in it and they're like fighting about the Avengers and shit, and I don't know, that could work. That could be good. I guess we'll see. If I go for the third time, it's Giacchino score. I mean, I was actually potentially going to go yesterday again, but some stuff ended up coming up. But yeah, maybe I'll check it out this weekend. We'll see. I like the movie a lot, man. I like the movie a lot. Do you think Superman will finish higher than Man of Steel worldwide? Unlikely. It seems unlikely at this point. I think Superman. Maybe it'll get close. It kind of depends, though. I think he's going to get over 6 at this point, but kind of seems like it'll barely get over 6. You know, but that Giacchino score is so good and motivational. I really like it, dude. I really like it. It's good. Would have been cool to preview your favorite Spider-Man comics on the Spider-Man Day. Favorite stories of all time. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you one that comes to mind. One of my favorite Spider-Man stories of all time. I believe it was either a one shot or a 2-parter, and it was by Mark Waid. And there's that very famous panel from it where he's holding the collapsed subway up and there's like rats all over him and stuff, and he's like holding it up for all these people, and it is basically like something good finally happens to Peter, and then it's just an unraveling of like Peter Parker luck and his responsibilities. I believe Shocker is the main villain of that part. Ah man, I gotta find what this comic was. It was so cool. Let me see. Is it Subway Story? Yeah, I think this is it. Amazing Spider-Man 578 and 579. Yeah, this book is cool, man. This is the cover. Here, I'll show you. Great Spider-Man story. Mark Waid is really good at writing comics, man. It was a 2-parter. Very, very good. Accessible, fun, contained. Let me see if I can find that one famous panel. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I like the Scarlet Spider run that Chris Yost did too. Um, Ultimate Spider-Man is really cool too, man. The original Bendis one, and of course it turns into the Miles one. That one's really good, so I like that story. Spectacular is pretty good. That was a cool run with Doc Ock and all that. Yeah. What about you guys, man? What's some of your favorite Spider-Man things, just in general, man? It doesn't have to be a comic. Could be a video game. Could be a show. What's some of your favorite Spider-Man stuff? Oh, nice. Superman saves a squirrel, but two humans in the shot getting swept up by kaiju tail can get effed, I guess. Oh, did that happen? I don't remember. Spider-Man 2, that's a good one. That is a good one. Bendis Ultimate Spider-Man was awesome. Hell yeah, it was, dude. Toby as your Spider-Man will always be your favorite. I would say the 90s Spider-Man for me obviously has a special place. Just love that show, man. I have so many good memories of watching that show after school. I think the Toby stuff was very awesome, like very cool. Spider-Man 3 though, kind of sucks balls. Yeah, I like the Spider-Man Unlimited show. I bring that up a lot, but I love that show. I love that costume that he had there. Yeah, I'd say the Kane Scarlet Spider stuff's really cool. Spider-Verse. Like I remember Edge of the Spider-Verse, all those little one-shots. That's where they introduced like Gwen Stacy, Ghost Spider. They introduced Spider-Man Noir. Dude, those comics were awesome. Like those comics were great. Yeah. Yeah, those are some Spider-Man moments for me, man. Love those shits. Love them, Jones. Spider-Verse is the shit. That's true. Spider-Verse is incredible. Both of them. Both of them are incredible. Did you like your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? It was great. It was great. The music's awesome. I like the world they were setting up. Yeah, that's a good show. Yeah. The Secret Wars episode of the 90s were dope. Yeah. With the Beyonder and all that. Yeah, those were fun. Those were fun. Did you finish it? I actually don't know if I did finish it. I think we watched it together, but I was probably watching Liam or something. Because, like, I don't remember what happened. Like, I remember the one kid, he's turning into Tombstone, right? Because he gets powers at the end. Was that the end of it? Hot take. Recently watched Thunderbolts again. I kind of liked it more than Soups and F4. Thunderbolts is incredible, man. I love that movie. It might be better than all of them. It might be. Oh, that's great, Tom. Good for you, man. Does anyone remember the 3D Spider-Man show loosely connected to the Raimi movies on MTV? I don't remember, no. Something about it. There's something about it. It's really good. It's really good. I like the scene with Bucky quite a bit, dude. When he's first like trying to flip that one gal, I was like, yo, this shit is hitting. I think it was called Spider-Man, the new animated series. Oh, okay. I remember that one with NPH. It was pretty good. Oh yeah, I don't remember. And McD returned as Kingpin in the Spider-Man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Michael Clark Duncan was the Kingpin in the Spider-Man. Wow, really? I did not know that. That's cool. I'll have to check that out. I must have missed that one. Must have missed it, huh? Very cool. You'll have to check it out. Okay, well, we're going to get out of here soon, guys. Is there anything else you want to go over? Any other questions, thoughts? What are you guys doing this weekend? Anybody doing anything cool? Anything fun? So I do have a video. It's either going to drop later today or tomorrow. It's about some of the stuff we talked about with Doctor Doom, post-credit scene, the theory I have. So that'll drop on the main channel. I am cooking up some DC videos, some more Marvel videos on the main channel. Next week we'll be back to a little bit regular. Hopefully I'll fix the mic problem so I can be. I'd love to be talking like this a little bit more. You know, I'd love to have the microphone right here. You know, just right here. That would be great. So we'll get this shit fixed. Next week we'll be back to normal a little bit more. You know, more streams, more clips on the clips channel. We didn't really do clips this week because yesterday's stream was all fucked up, and yeah, we're still not there. But yeah, should be good. Should be good. Check the Discord. I don't know, man. Should I check the Discord? Like, I don't know about this shit. Charlie Cox will reprise. I don't think so, bud. It's a 404 on the Hollywood Reporter. So what is that? Did the Hollywood Reporter actually report that? It's 404, man. What the hell? What does that mean? I mean, it could be true. Yeah, I don't know. It's an error page, fake page. Yeah, it's probably just a fake page, bro. But yeah, I don't think you're gonna see Charlie Cox in Daredevil, or hopefully you do. I don't think you're going to see Charlie Cox in Spider-Man 4. I don't think so, man. And by the way, I'm fine with that. Like, I do not care, man. I'm sorry. Like, I do not care, brother. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Daredevil, listen here, man. Listen here. You better pop the fuck off in season 2. You know, because otherwise you're dead to me, dude. You better pop off. And you better not take any lecturing from your ex-girlfriend. Bro, that show fucking broke me. And you know what else, too? How the fuck is that show going to get lower viewership than the Star Wars shows that they're canceling? Jesus. Marvel. Why you do this? Why you do this, Marvel? No! Do you remember the crash out I had during that one episode of Daredevil? Holy shit. It was legendary. Oh my God. Yeah, it was pretty legendary, dude. It was pretty legendary. Okay, everybody, I'm going to get on out of here. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for showing up today. We'll do some adjustments for the streams next week. Video dropping either today or tomorrow. I'm not really sure. But yeah, big Doctor Doom video. Lots of other stuff we're cooking. I really appreciate you. Much love. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Leave. Another happy landing. We're gonna get this sorted out, man. I'm trying to get this shit in 4K. What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense. It should be easier to do this, but anyway, we'll figure it out. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the patience this week, and I think we'll be back to much more normal shit next week. Should be fun. Hey, you take care of yourselves out there, okay? Have a good-ass weekend, and I'll see you on Monday, where I will probably crash the fuck out about Fantastic Four vs. Superman. It's going to be fun, okay? Hey, do me a favor. Open up your third eye and wash out your stinky, stinky butt.